Alright. Oh. This is... Aww. They made her a new place.
She likes it. She likes it. A surprise to commemorate the completion of the 10,000 stalls in the yard for the girl who made it possible.
I do not mean to sound ungrateful, but to use our valuable resources to decorate my offices is...
Long overdue, many would agree. Or were you planning to rebuild the whole of Doma save the Shazenkai? Consider too your position as the representatives of our reconstruction efforts. It would not do to receive potential patrons in a ramshackle hovel. I am sure even Kat would eventually begin to question your judgment.
Still, isn't this a little... Oh, I don't know.
We're not finished either. Over here, girl. I've got another surprise for you and the rest of the Shazenkai.
She can surprise me with whatever she wants. I love the back of his jacket. Just has that tassel. That's not covering anything.
Now, these garments are befitting the face of the Shazenkai.
Aww. Are you sure it isn't it a bit... Wait, what? Are you sure it isn't a bit extravagant?
Well, that's the point, isn't it? If you're to engage the rich and influential, you'll need to do so on their terms. Show them that Derma is no poor backwater, that they'd be wise to invest in our future. Also, several merchants mentioned to me that you lot were impossible to pick out of a crowd, so there are practical considerations too. They can't well negotiate with you if they can't even find you after all.
Fair points, all. Very well. If I must serve in a more public capacity for the sake of Doma, then I shall. Lord Hien has placed his trust in us to manage this monumental task, to see our people's hopes and dreams realized. We shall not fail them. I shudder to think where we would be without your assistance, Kat. Your constant support has been invaluable. But our grand design for the revitalization of the Enclave is far from finished. When we have finalized our plans for the next step, I pray we can look to you once more. The Doma in our memories and in our hearts will soon be ours again. Until that blessed day, let us never give up hope. Aww. That's cute, yo. All right. Kat, just the person with whom I was hoping to speak. There have been some interesting developments in our plans for the Enclave. The Shazenkai and the residents have made a combined effort to clear away a vast amount of debris, opening up even more land for us to develop. We are considering a number of different projects, such as allocating land for farming, buildings for new enterprises, and so forth. Naturally, our need for resources has never been greater. I do not speak only of material costs, but also of the labor required. In order to adequately explain our next undertaking, I don't know who this is, but if you want to be them.
Sorry to interrupt, but perhaps it would be best coming from me.
Oh my god, amazing!
Wait, don't. Okay, you can read, but I'm going to snooze ads. Keep going.
We meet again, warrior of light. You may not remember me, but I was there the day you and Lady Yugiri freed me and my countrymen from Castrum Fluminus. I owe my freedom to you.
It's giving Skeletor.
Though I must admit, I was in something of a panicked state when we first met. So much so that I neglected to thank you or give my name. I am Ihase. This Shazankai has agreed to assist us with one of the newly opened patches of land. Like the rest of Yangsha, the Enclave is blessed with a constant supply of clean water, ideally suited to rice farming. I was practically raised in a paddy field and aim to put my experience to good use. You see, now that a lot of the basic living quarters and such are in a decent state, a few of us would like to turn our attention to cultivating crops, rice in particular. It is no exaggeration to say that it is our lifeblood. That is why I asked for permission to use the land. If you are not otherwise engaged, it would be a great honor to show you around. It is to the northwest, not far from here.
I, for one, am in total agreement with Ihase. Prosperous harvests would be an enormous boon as we strive towards self-sufficiency. Any surplus produced would fetch a high price beyond our borders, and it would go a long way to the revival of the Enclave. Ihase and the other farmers have already started plotting out their, plots. It would mean the world to them if you paid a visit.
All right. Ihase, let's go.
I never thought that one day the warrior of light would come to see my paddy fields, and yet here you are.
Sir? You asked me to see your what?
Paddy fields. So, may I ask, what do you think of the place?
It seems to be a lot of grass, stones, and sticks. A bit on the bleak side, isn't it? I'll say good location. I mean, that's not...
Shrek could live here.
Get out of my swamp.
Yes, I feel it has endless possibilities. Although it may not look like much now, once we have made a few improvements, we should soon see results. Once we had gotten rid of the debris, we found the earth below fairly easy to till. I have also heard that before houses were built on this land, it was actually used for growing rice. It would give me a huge sense of satisfaction if the area were to come full circle and produce crops once more. The area is well suited to farming. Water naturally drains out of the fields and into the river without much intervention on our part. However, we must occasionally bring in fresh soil to replenish the nutrients. Of course, even earth of the highest quality will be of little value until we get more water flowing into the fields. Relying purely on the streams flowing down from the mountains will lead to a poor yield. We could dig a channel leading off from the one river to bring in some of its mineral-rich silt. Yes, should work. Oh, I do apologize. No doubt you have better things to do than listen to my ruminations on paddy field drainage.
Hey, I'm here to listen to anyone's hyperfixation.
My workers and I do not lack for motivation, only for funding and materials. With your support, the people of the Enclave will soon be feasting on delicious homegrown rice.
We did it! A new chapter has begun for the reconstruction effort. Your contributions to the Shazenkai will help the Doman Enclave continue to grow. That was a slightly different dialogue there. It wasn't the, in what other ways might you see it grow and change? All right. Yeet, into a cutscene. Let's go.
On behalf of the Shazenkai Cat, I thank you for your support. Ihase and the other farmers are working hard to develop the reclaimed land here.
Land, just land.
I hear their new tools have made a world of difference. While we are able to produce some of the necessary equipment here, our craftsmen are already working at maximum capacity. In many cases, it is quicker to simply purchase what we require. Your contributions helped us secure these tools for Ihase and the others. If you are curious to know how the work is proceeding, why not pay them a visit?
Right, see, so they're saying they need to buy things,
Yeah,
but they're paying us for the stuff we give them.
right.
Someone in charge of accounting in the Doman Enclave needs to be fucking fired, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Are you ready to be him?
I don't remember his voice, but yeah.
I don't either. YOLO.
Time to see how we are getting on. The new tools have helped us a great deal. We are very grateful. There's still a lot of work to be done before we can start planning the rice. That reminds me, I placed an order with Kozakura, and the delivery is due any day now.
Which one of you is Ihase? Oh, they're these guys.
That would be me, and you must be here to deliver 2 sturdy-looking Zos as requested.
Glad I wait to trade for Doman goods. So coveted are they by our brothers. But may we ask why you require 2 live Zos? It would be simpler to bring you horns or pelts or meat. Or do you prefer to slaughter them yourselves?
Kami forfend. We wish to use them as beasts of burden to help plow our fields. Well-tilled soil is essential in the cultivation of crops. Just the thought of eating the first rice bowl from our own harvest makes my mouth water.
Rice balls? We remember these fondly. So vivid is the memory I can almost taste it. Mitsuba first introduced us to the heavenly goodness. I shall never forget the flavor. To think that those from the steppe can assist in producing rice makes me very proud. Brother, if we were to stay and hope, maybe they will share some of the harvest with us. Is this some jest? We Baduga live only for battle, not for ploughing fields and scattering seeds. And what of our aim to secure the Firewalker? We owe our lives not only to Mitsuba, but to the whole Enclave. They are the ones who nursed us back to health when we were close to death. Surely we should repay this debt before attempting to seize Heian. If we work these fields, we can observe his comings and goings and find the right moment. Not you two. So, that makes it 2 against 1. Loath that I am to admit it, the idea is not entirely without merit. Ihase, will you allow us to work alongside you? The only payment we ask is a few bales of rice.
We need all the help we can get, and you seem to have a knack for steering those in the right direction, which will no doubt prove useful. But I must warn you, the process takes several moons. You will get your share of the harvest once we are done, though, and somehow I didn't notice you talking about murdering or kidnapping Hien or whatever the fuck that shit was. Right in front of me.
Yeah, that's a little concerning. I was confused.
Then we have an agreement. If it leads to the capture of Hien, there is no hardship we would not bear. Okay, no, you just said it right to him. What the
I'm so confused. I don't remember. Okay.
Come to think of it, Ihase, perhaps when this is finished you should return to the steppe with us. A man of your stature and obvious strength could make a name for himself.
You want me to join the Baduga? I cannot imagine my wife and children would be very happy about that. Besides, I am much more at home in a paddy field than on a battlefield, and I like wearing complete trousers.
Yeah, I don't know why the Baduga wears such little clothes. I guess to move easier? Work in the Enclave Demesne is proceeding apace. The new workers and beasts of burden will increase productivity and lighten the load for Ihase and his farmers. As you continue to contribute to the Shazen Kai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change?
Like, can we go tell Hien? Can we?
I guess not. Not allowed.
It's so
What the
fucking
fuck?
weird.
All right. Oh, another cutscene.
On behalf of the Shazen Kai Cat, I thank you for your support. I am pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave.
I was gonna say that's a long ass loading screen.
Oh, look, there's like things growing.
Oh, and the building's getting done.
And all the Hiens getting captured.
Owing to your many contributions, the Enclave Demesne, I feel like I'm saying that totally wrong though, has seen further development. As you continue to contribute to the Shazen Kai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? Yeah. Oh shit, that made a cutscene. Well.
On behalf of the Shazen Kai Cat, I thank you for your support. I am pleased to inform you that we have made great strides in our efforts to rebuild the Enclave.
Oh, it's completed! Or at least the hut is. Oh my god, look at that. That's a huge... Seeing that man standing next to that scarecrow is terrifying. Owing to your many contributions, the Enclave Demesne... Oh, wait, what did we say that was pronounced like? Domain?
Didn't we decide it was just domain?
Yeah, Domain has seen further development. As you continue to contribute to the Shazen Kai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doman Enclave grow and change? Da, da. All right. Donate! Fucking capitalist.
Once again, allow me to thank you for your continued contributions. Ihase tells me that everything we need for rice production is now ready. The crops are growing remarkably well. If all goes according to plan, we can expect a decent harvest in a few moons. Are you interested to see the progress Ihase has made with the paddy fields? Perhaps you should stop for a chat with him.
I'll go stop by for a chat. Oop.
We now have all of the essentials for rice production. There is even a water wheel for milling once it has been harvested. Most of the more difficult tasks have been taken care of, so all we need to do now is keep the fields free of weeds and scatter fresh soil from time to time.
Some of the children came to help and were here until a few moments ago. I wonder where they've run off to.
We found him. Oh.
Hey everyone, Mitsuba brought food. Come on, let's eat.
It was meant to be a surprise for you, but nothing gets past these younglings. Thanks to them, my grand entrance is ruined. But I may as well say my piece. Can I interest you, any of you hard-working farmers, in a meat-filled rice ball?
First of all, why you gotta accentuate it? Second of all, why so slowly? Bonk?
As for you, Kat, you may not be a farmer, but I'd say you deserve one too. I know you've invested an awful lot into making a success of this place.
Say, what brings you all the way here, Kat? Have you come to visit us? You're helping with the Enclave? Wow, you're the best. Since we got back here, the Doman Adventurers Guild has been busier than ever.
There are all sorts of things to take care of. We'll need the new members just to keep up.
It looks like you've got some catching up to do. Why not talk about it over some good old-fashioned Doman grub? But you're all covered in muck, so don't forget to wash your hands first.
Last one clean is a rotten egg.
All right. That's one way to get kids to wash their hands.
Good morning to you all.
Kozakura, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Actually, I was hoping to speak with Kat concerning the reconstruction effort. The Shazenkai has reached a decision on our next project. We wish to rebuild Risaijuku, a school for local children or anyone with a mind to learn. I would like you all to meet the tutor.
Do you want to be the old lady?
Sure, I can try.
You mean Miss Minazuki will be the teacher? That's great news.
Guess what? We went to Revenant's Tower and had all kinds of adventures.
You mean to say that you are already acquainted?
Yes, her husband was our master of lessons. They used to teach us when we lived here before.
When we were taking breaks from training, she would give us snacks and tell us old stories.
Oh, what a wonderful coincidence. I am happy to see you reunited at long last.
I prayed that you would return safely. Words cannot express how worried we were after you and your families fled to seek refuge in Eorzea. But those dark days are behind us now. Kozakura tells me you have formed the Doman Adventurers Guild and performed all manner of good deeds during your time in Mordona. In fact, I hear you have been helping people here in the Enclave too. Well, if you can find time between guild assignments, perhaps we could resume your lessons.
Yes, we'd love to. The school can be our new headquarters. Come on, let's take a look.
I did not agree to that. You must be the hero whose name is on everyone's lips. It is an honor to finally meet you. As you heard, the master of lessons to whom the children referred was indeed my husband. After his death during Lord Kayan's rebellion, the Garleans kept a close eye on me, fearing my teachings might spark an uprising.
Yo, ACAB.
Now, with the Empire gone and our countrymen repatriated, I hope we can reclaim some semblance of normality. An old woman I may be, but I am not blind to the events of the outside world. I have heard the tales of your bravery. Were it not for you and your friends, Doma would still be under Imperial rule, and this place in ruins.
Instead, it is now a thriving community, and I am sure the best is yet to come.
Let's go. All right, school next. The Enclave domain complete. At the completion of the domain, I have a hard time saying what's not written. The Shazenkai initiate an ambitious plan to revive an important place of learning, Rizai Juku, a school for those with the thirst for knowledge. All right. The patties are officially done.